tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. First stop on this week's edition of Recap Wednesday is the beautiful city of Copenhagen, where we had some primetime talent on display at this year's Denmark Pro. We're starting off our coverage here with the bikini division, where the big headlines comes from Hungary's Eszter Ozela, who showed up and took care of business on the way to earning the first win of her pro career. The runner-up spot went to former Olympian Steen Hansen, who managed to do just enough to squeeze past your third-place finisher, Maya Kirstine Rommelhoff, which gave the host country 2 of the top 3 spots. On the men's side of things, we had a close race at the top of the men's physique division, but when it was all said and done, the judges decided to reward Greece's Sotirios Kostis with a very hard-earned win and a qualification to compete in next year's Olympia. Second place went to Switzerland's Mohammed Ali, and rounding out the top 3, we had Italy's Andrea Mosti. Next up, we're heading out to Honolulu, Hawaii for this year's edition of the IFBB Shawn Hawaiian Pro Classic, where they had a barn burner in the bikini division, which ultimately ended up with Lucia Molinazzi finding a way to earn her biggest win of the season. The runner-up spot went to Eureka Shagamoto, who really seems like she's starting to come on strong over the last month or so. And rounding out the top 3, we have Sierra Swan, who's been one of the breakout stars of the division this year. We also had some high-level action in the wellness division here, especially from your winner, Michelle Abata, who's looking more and more like someone we might see as a contender for a top 5 spot at the Olympia this year. The runner-up spot went to Jasmine Payne, and sliding into the 3rd position, we had Natalia Vasco, who's put together a strong rookie campaign thus far. Down here on the sunny shores of South Florida, we welcomed in some of the IFBB's best and brightest for this year's Atlantic Coast Pro, where we're starting our coverage with Classic Physique and your winner, Anthony Barbera, who came in at his all-time best here to secure what was easily the best finish of his pro career. In men's physique, there was a huge coming out party for one of the biggest names in the division as Andre Ferguson showed up and absolutely blew everyone out of the water here in his season debut. In bikini, we saw top honors go to perennial top 5 Olympia threat Romina Basualdo, who looks like she's primed to make another strong run for the title. And last but not least, we have women's physique, where the top honors went to Whitney Armstrong, which marked her first win of the season. And our final update of the day comes to you courtesy of a longtime friend of the show, Mohammed Al Durrah, who announced recently that he was planning to return to the stage again for the 2023 season. As I'm sure most of you know, Durrah announced that he was retiring from competitive bodybuilding following the 2020 season after spending years dealing with a variety of injuries, including a pretty serious back issue that caused him to have to take a few major steps back in his training. But then a few months ago, Durrah shocked everyone when he decided to come out of retirement to jump back on stage at the Van City Pro, where he ultimately ended up placing 3rd, which felt like it was one of the better comeback stories of the year at the time. So, knock on wood, assuming that he stays injury-free, hopefully the next time we see him in 2023, he'll be close to the peak of his powers again, which would presumably put him in position to find his way back to the Olympia stage if all goes well. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.